All right, everyone, I just got done pulling a cure for cancer reading, so which came up a lot. You know, again, the message of everything is Schrodinger's cat came up in that reading. So I thought, before I pack it in, what might be good fun reading to do today would be a Schrodinger's cat. Why not? If everything is Schrodinger's cat, let's pull Schrodinger's cat. So let's do it. What is this reading about? Anything you want it to be. All right, I will just tell you, if everything is Schrodinger's cat, ask the universe, am I sitting in a live cat universe or a dead cat universe? I don't know. It's about you. Find out. Let's find out. We'll see. Schrodinger's cat's a science experiment. It is. This is like a pick a card reading, except the card picks you. I'm going to give you two animals. I'm going to put down two cards face down. I'm going to give you two animals. You're going to pick an animal. The Schrodinger's cat quarter, the now famous one, decides which animal goes with which card. You don't. So you're not picking a card. You're just picking an animal that I give you. And then you let the universe do the rest. Watch them both. There's no timestamps here because you're all connected. Everything is energy and everything is connected. I'll pull a bridging energy at the end. One could be advice for you if it's not the one you picked. Or it could be future influence. Who knows? That said, let's do it. I will run the experiment through my head as I shuffle the deck. And we will pull a Schrodinger's cat in Schrodinger's cat energy, because it is very Schrodinger's cat right now. Very dependent upon all of our free will decisions and things along those lines. For all I know, we're going to get an erroneous reading here. I have no idea, but we'll see. It's a general reading, but not really if you play the game right. It's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. All right, here we go. Let's give the deck a shuffle. So, you want to talk about Schrodinger's cat universe? Well, let's Schrodinger's cat it then. Are we in a live cat or a dead cat universe? Let's find out. I got two cards I'm going to put face down here. There's one and there's two. All right, there you go. We'll clarify and all that fun stuff. We'll see where we go. We'll see what the net result is. Now I'm going to give you two animals. Okay? A chipmunk or a platypus? Which are you? You got 2 seconds to pick. 1, 2. That's it. Chipmunk is heads, platypus is tails. I'm going to flip it. You'll hear it hit the floor. Tails. Flem laughed. He likes that. He loves that part. Platypus, chipmunk. This is platypus. This is tails. Tails. Platypus, chipmunk. Platypus, chipmunk. I do that so I don't forget. He's laughing at me because I forget. All right, platypus. Let's see, live cat or dead cat. Don't matter what you ask. Could be like some kids might call it a yes or no kind of thing. I don't know. Well, you can look at it that way if you want. I don't know. If it was a yes or no, it'd be a yes. It's a chariot. It's a live cat, and the energy around you is flowing like a raging river. I'm going to clarify with the witches. All right? I'm not going to dilly-dally on this. Wow. That's all I can say if you pick platypus. Wow. All right? If you pick platypus and you live down under, wow. Holy crap. Okay? I don't know. You all have chipmunks in Australia and all that? Are there chipmunks there? I don't know. I've never studied that before. I have no idea. You might have them. I don't know. Anyway, we got them here. The chariot. Why is it here? Why is the chariot here? Tell me about the chariot. Crossing the chariot is the hangman. From out of nothing. I mean, these two energies together, basically judgment. Basically a phoenix rising from the ashes energy. Out of nothing. There's some kind of guru energy around you. Okay? You're walking around with a wise energy feeding you information. There's something here. I mean, I could say something's about to pop. I could say that. It comes from nowhere. One day is boring. Nothing's happening. Steve's talking about all this Saturn moving into Pisces and all this shit. Nothing's going on. The next day you wake up and everything is freaking different. I mean, like on the level of the sky is yellow. All of a sudden. It's not blue anymore. It's yellow. The sun is black. What is happening? Okay? It's like that. All right. What's on top? Change. What did I just get done saying? I mean, I could have embarrassed myself there as being the worst energy reader. Why am I your second favorite? I don't know. I didn't know that was there. It's change. It's the death card. I got the sky wrong. I should have said red. But hey, that would have made me even better. Probably secured me the first position. But either way, I said yellow because that's yellow. But either way, change. Lots of change. What's red with the hangman? Hangman crossing there, center card, Ace of Pentacles. This is major. Major. If you pick platypus, just sit back and relax. You don't have to do anything here. Just sit back and relax. Whatever it is, make sure you daydream it under this energy. Make sure you dream about it. That will manifest. Okay? What's red with the Death card? Jesus H. Christ Almighty. It's the Knight of Cups. Oh my God. Your love life. Your feelings about yourself. Okay? Number one, this is emotion, right? Your feelings about yourself. You're going to fall in love with yourself. And someone's going to fall in love with you. Maybe a lot of someone's. Your life is about to change, platypus. Okay? Wow. Holy crap. And as I say that, I take the hangman off to leave it here, right? I get the fool fueling it underneath it. Holy fucking Jesus. Okay. All right. Fine. All right. Let's go to chipmunk. Top that, chipmunk. Right? I don't know. Chipmunks. What do we get? Live cat or dead cat? Oh, chipmunks. Do they have chipmunks in Australia? I do. This could be a no. Maybe they don't. Right? They never evolved there. Maybe somebody had to have dropped one off on a ship at some point. It's 3 swords. All right. It's not a bad 3. Well, it is. It's not. I mean, I'm not going to turn this. I'm not going to turn into that lady that's on medication that gives readings and can turn 3 swords crossed by the 10 swords into the most beautiful thing that ever happened to you. This is a dead cat. This is dead. It's dead. I'm dead. I'm going to clarify with a separate deck, the Light Seer, and tell me about the 3 swords. I think it's savable, though. Are there any heart surgeons watching me? Are there? Anybody? What do you think you'd do about that? You know, I don't know. This could be a turnaround. It's as it sits leaning toward a dead cat. I'm not going to put a positive spin on it. I refuse to sugarcoat my readings. Over here, Jesus Christ. Okay. Over here, Satan himself. What is going on here with the 3 of Swords? Why is the 3 of Swords here? It's from my chipmunks. I love chipmunks. Why are you doing this? Why? Okay. Page of Cups. Yeah, it's a disappointing, guilt-ridden, disappointing energy. There's an environmental energy around it. You're looking at something wrong, and it's causing you to make decisions that are leading to dead cats. You understand what I'm saying? The cat is both alive and dead when the box is closed. It's a cat inside a box with an isotope. You close the box, the cat, in theory, fluctuates between dead and alive. You open the box and you see if you have a live cat or a dead cat. Well, how that translates to you and I are, in the case of timelines here in this reading, is the free will decisions that we make. And sometimes those decisions that we make are based on beliefs that we have, either about ourselves or about the world around us. Something here is causing you to keep making decisions based on bad information, maybe I could say that, or a false belief about yourself or about the world, which is causing you to end up disappointed under this energy. This is the Page of Cups crossing the 3 of Swords. This is, I will tell you, my George Costanza energy. I see this a lot. I get this for people. It's a very famous Seinfeld episode where the George character discovers that if he does the opposite of what he thinks he should do, everything turns out great. All of a sudden he gets the job, he gets the girl, he gets all of it. If he does the opposite of what he thinks, this is you. And I know, again, all the universe is saying, and you might say, well, no, that's not me, Steve. Okay, you might say that, but all the universe is saying is you're selling yourself short because you're making free will decisions that are all leading to dead cats. Okay? So we'll find out where we got a bridging energy here. This can't be completely bad. All right, the point of these readings is so you turn this around. This side doesn't have to do anything. They just have to wake up one morning and go, oh my God, everything's different. You know, why is there a naked person in my bed next to me? I don't know. But this side over here, again, there's a bridging energy, so this can't be all bad. The high priestess. Yeah, you're making these decisions. You're not listening. What you think is your intuition isn't. You think something's your intuition. You're moving forward. Eight of Wands crossing the Page of Cups on top of 3 swords with a high priestess on top of that. You're moving forwards based on the decisions of an inner child. Okay? Would you let this person look at you got a Star Trek uniform on and all that. Okay? What you think, you may think you're doing it from your intuition, from your soul. No, I follow my soul, Steve. It's not. It isn't. You're not. Okay? And that's just what it's saying. It's okay. It's telling you so you can correct it. What's the center card read with my Page of Cups? The Emperor. You have some kind of belief in, I believe it's a belief in yourself that attracts certain things, certain wrong people to you, wrong situations. Okay? And it's all because you're not following what is actually your intuition. What's read with the High Priestess? Yeah, the Hierophant, the High Priest, and the High Priestess. How do I phrase this? You need to learn, how do we do this? How do we fix this, universe? How do we fix this? I'm going to pull another card over here. Because I want to say you need to learn to be your own best friend. Okay, in a way. In other words, this side over here, figures something out. Perhaps you need to figure something out more about yourself and why you love. What love is to you. You need to figure that out. Why you make the decisions you make. Why you attract the people you make. But more, why you make the decisions you make. Because it is a bit of that George Costanza energy where he figures out, well, I don't know why I make those decisions, but if I make the opposite one that I think I should do, everything goes great. Right? Because then he's following his intuition without realizing it. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm just going to pull one crossing card here on this whole thing before I pull the bridging energy. Yeah. The Chariot. The Chariot is the overlay card on the whole thing, and that's their card over here. Again, everything is energy and everything is connected. That's why I don't use timestamps. It's ridiculous. All right? Every time a reader uses a timestamp, a monk cries. Okay? He just cries. It breaks down into tears. All right? My point here is this ties over here. There's something about this bridging energy that's going to come up that's going to help you fix this. Okay? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do the bridging energy. Let's go back to the witches and let's do it. What's the bridging energy between the Chariot, which is your overall energy? That's funny. And the Three of Swords. What's the bridging energy here? I love a challenge. The energy this month is crazy. It's all here for the greater good to help you. It is. All right. Everything is Schrodinger's cat always, but right now that's very strong. And right here you're going to sell yourself short here, basing decisions on what this fool has to say. All right? This inner fool, if you will. What's the bridging energy between the Chariot and the Three of Swords? Lies. Seven Swords. Lies. Okay? This side learns them quickly. They come to them. The things they lie to themselves about, the way they get a whole new view over here. Platypus gets a whole new view on themselves. It's sent in by the universe. This side is more receptive. Over here, the universe is saying you need to be more receptive. There's something you believe about yourself or about the world that isn't true. And it's causing you to make decisions that always go dead cat. You make a free will decision, it's a dead cat. It's like you pick the dead cat every time. All right? I can't, what specifically? How am I supposed to know? But it will come to you. You're going to have to work on it though. All right? You're going to have to work for it a little more. So you're getting this reading, so maybe you stop before you make a decision. Before you go, I see this shit all the time on dating shows, don't you? Right? All the time. Somebody here, oh, I love them. I'm going to trust this person. They're just saying the most wonderful things. I would tell that person, stop. If that was, this energy, I would say, stop. You're inclined to trust this person, but yet their actions have shown you all sorts of other things. There's some sort of belief you have, okay? Either about yourself or the world around you, or both. It's causing you to put your trust in the wrong people, believe in the wrong things, believe the wrong people are good, believe the wrong situations are good, whatever it is. You run a high risk in the current energy right now of sending yourself down the path of dead cat on this side. On this side over here, you still don't have to do a damn thing. You're gonna, it's like an epiphany that hits you. And when it does, it changes everything. Over here, you've got to put the work in on that. You got to be a little George Costanza, do the opposite of what you think you should do. What's the bridging energy between the High Priestess and the Death card? There's some sort of hindrance to change over here. All right, let's see. Well, obviously the answer is to follow your intuition, your actual intuition, right? Which is not something that's in the brain. Your brain is lying to you. It does it to protect you more than anything else. But it also keeps you from things. Death card and the High Priestess, bridging energy. Six Swords. Well, this side over here, the change is moving on to calmer waters. This side over here is, again, what you think is your intuition is actually heading you backward to choppy waters. All right? It's reversed in your direction. It's forward in this direction. It's just the way the card fell. It's just the way the energy is. So, again, you need to shut your brain down somehow. I recommend, well, I don't recommend meditation. Meditation is actually quite noisy. I recommend the law of pure potentiality. Find 10 minutes a day to sit in total silence. Don't think about anything, don't do anything, and allow the universe to send you some energy, send you some information. You will receive it. It will freak you out the first time you get it right. It will freak you out because you'll start hearing things, you'll start seeing weird colors around. You basically become me in a little bit. Deepak Chopra does a great little video on the law of pure potentiality. He says the same thing in his own words, of course. He says it will freak you out. You'll snap out of it in a second, but once you get used to it, it's fine. I recommend you do that. I recommend you find that video, okay? If this is at all resonating with you. And if you're inclined to say this isn't resonating with me, Steve, I picked Chipmunk, but that ain't me. Really? Are you with the love of your life right now? Have you been dating a whole bunch of good people? Is your life going perfectly fine? If that's the case, fine. This could be future influence. Maybe down the road you lose track of your intuition. As Jay Giles once sang, you get lost. He used to sing, I must have got lost, right? Sometimes we get lost. Could be future influence for you, but for most of you, this energy is right here, right now, all right? What's the bridging energy between the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor? Bridging energy between the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor. The Emperor, in this case, is standing in the way of the Ace of Pentacles, right? Because he believes that what he's doing is righteous, male or female. So you believe that the decisions you're making are good and they're going to go in the right direction. You're not. You're not. You're making decisions from a point of a false belief of some kind. From the point of a page, of course, which is false. You're not a page. Not at all. So, you know, you got it happens to people all the time. They get their soul mixed up with bullshit coming from the brain. Happens all the time. It's very common. Comes up in readings all the time. Hell, bridging energy here is 2 cups. All right. Again, on this side, do I even need to talk to the platypus people? I mean, my God, you got the Knight of Cups here. You've got 2 soulmates coming together. This is beautiful energy. This side over here needs to learn from what's going on this side. They're allowing the energy to flow. That's the secret. Their brain is just already, they're on some kind of spiritual path. You might say, well, I'm on a spiritual journey too, Steve. Yeah, but there's something not full. You're letting too much brain in your spiritual journey on this side. And that's what's messing things up. Okay, so in a way, it's spiritual journey of the Burger King. Even though you're not actually really the Burger King, gotta have it their way, there is too much ego getting into your spiritual journey over here. Okay? Keep that in mind. And that you need to balance that out. You need to balance, what this is saying is you need to balance your masculine and feminine sides. Alright? You do that through the law of pure potentiality. You do that through sitting in the silence 10 minutes a day. Alright? Silence. I don't mean playing any frequencies. I don't mean reading. I don't mean anything. 10 minutes. Find it. Sit in silence. Even if you got to go out in your backyard at 3 o'clock in the morning and sit behind a tree in the freezing cold, find it. Bridging energy, and wear a coat if you do that. Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Wow. Wow. The proper path over here is trying to find you. Okay? All right. Proper path over here already, it will find you. All right, I'll put it that way. What's the bridging energy between the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant? It's always tricky for me as a reader when I pull these Schrodinger's cats and one of them is a dead cat. My initial instinct is to feel bad for the people who get the dead cat. Not because it's a bad thing, but because I think they're going to misinterpret it. This is a chance for you to change this. You're getting this information so you could fix this. This can change your life. This is your potential future. Okay? So pay attention to what I'm telling you here. Don't fight it and be defensive and say, I got it figured out. I'm all right. Yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Seven cups. No, you don't have it figured out. I don't have it all figured out. Okay? I don't even have this damn reading figured out. So it happens as it happens. 7 of Cups is the bridging energy here. Again, the proper path is trying to find you, to open up some options for you, to show you some things that you're not seeing. Okay? Just like what this little wizard's doing. I already said it, so I'm not going to repeat it over here. I mean, it is more Knight of Cups than I can count coming your way, platypus. At the bottom of the deck, I always pull 3 cards. Important cards. Well, I don't always pull 3. I'm pulling 3 now. I always pull 1. It's the Chariot. Seems to be a repeating theme. Okay? So again, this side, your solution is over here somewhere. Again, I've talked about it. The proper path is trying to find you. Your intuition is trying to find you. Your brain is getting in the way. 3 swords and 2 swords. Proving again that everything is Schrodinger's cat. Crossing the 3 swords in the middle is an Ace of Cups. Alright? Again, for all of you, the secret is to keep your emotions flowing. Alright? And make decisions based on the flow of emotion, primary, and the brain, secondary. This side, I think, gets that more. It's easier for this energy to find them. This side over here, I think there's some brain bleeding into your soul journey. Okay? Too much. And it's causing, and when that happens, it causes the brain lies to you. You think, oh, this isn't working, or I should do this, or I should do that. Under this energy, it's important that you understand that if it feels right, it is right. And if you think about it too long, if you even spend a minute thinking about it and churning it around, it'll get all fucked up. It'll get all fucked up and you'll end up making a bad, wrong decision. This side over here just seems to be flowing a lot more. All right? It is what it is. All right? This read literally, you know, everything is Schrodinger's cat, is telling the 3 of Swords side to do what this side is doing. And what this side is doing is they don't have a lot of ego bleeding into their spiritual journey. All right? So keep that in mind. This may even be something you're unaware of that is picked up here. It's here to help you. It can be changed. All right? If nothing else, do what George Costanza did. Do the opposite of what you think you should do, and you'll be fine. Obviously, that means that you're following your intuition if you do it that way. Because if you think you should do it, you're not following your intuition, are you? That's that. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. It's not always, it's not often easy and not always kind, but hey, here it is. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Stay tuned tomorrow for Saturn in Pisces. It's going to be a hell of a reading, I'll tell you that, I'm sure, based on these energies. That's your reading. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.